Hi everyone and welcome to the Mushroom Den. So continuing our pizza series, I'll show you how to make a really nice pizza dough. And to begin, we're going to add some warm water in a cup. Now you want to make sure the temperature is between 105 and 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we are right at 105. Now we can add some type of sweetener. Here I'm going for agave syrup, and this is what will help activate the yeast. Next, add the yeast, give it a stir, and give it about 5 to 10 minutes for the yeast to fully activate. Pour all of that goodness into a large bowl, adding some more warm water, some salt, olive oil, and the flour. Roughly mix with a spatula just to incorporate the water with the flour. Then pour everything on the working surface and start kneading the dough with your hand. Just work everything to incorporate all the flour and until you get a nice firm dough. Next, you want to grease a large bowl with olive oil. Add the dough, and what we're going to do is let it rest at room temperature for about 3 to 4 hours. After its resting time, the dough should have doubled in size. Now you want to flour your working surface and gently knead the dough, just for about a minute or so. Now this dough yields about 2 10-inch pizza. And what you want to do here is fold it a few times like so. And the goal is to stress out the gluten in the flour so that as it relaxes in the fridge, it will give us that nice bubbly crust that we love. Now you don't have to wrap your dough, but since I'm keeping both of them in a Ziploc, I don't want them to touch each other. They'll actually continue to expand in the fridge. So I'm just loosely wrapping them. Pop them in the fridge for at least 24 hours and up to 3 days. And the next day we're ready to finally make our pizza. Remove the dough from the fridge and let it sit at room temperature for at least an hour. Preheat your oven at 500 degrees, flour your working surface, and let's start making our pizza. Now my favorite technique to create a nice crust with puffed rim is to alternate between using my fingers to press the center of the dough and extend it outward, and rolling it out like so using my thumbs to create a well. So I just continue to stretch it out with my fingers and rolling it out using my thumbs. Now the crust is ready. We can transfer it to a pizza dish flour with some cornmeal. And for the sauce, I will be using my red pizza sauce. I'll put the link to the recipe down below. Now I usually do 2.5 to 3 tablespoons. Now from here on, you freestyle. I'll just put whatever I have on hand. I'm using this Daiya pepper jack style cheese, followed with some vegan chorizo, some bell pepper, some pineapple, black olives, my homemade vegan Parmesan cheese, and more of that pepper jack cheese. Pop your pizza in the oven and bake for 8 to 10 minutes. And it should look something like this when it comes out. Let's go ahead and cut through it. And you have a crust that is slightly crunchy on the outside and nice and chewy on the inside. So that's my all-time favorite pizza dough recipe. Next on the series, we'll be making some caramelized onions and mushrooms Alfredo pizza. So go ahead and subscribe and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of these yummy recipes. Thank you so much for watching as always, and on to the next video. Have a blessed one.